We're here for your walk.
Huh?
Can you tell us about your walk?
Can I tell you about my walk?
Yeah.
My walk is to announce my brand new mental health charity, which has come about because I have just finished writing, still editing, tweaking, but finished writing my memoir. And the reason for doing it is I'm 76 years old. Someone very close to me said to me, you know, people think they know Lulu. And I'm like, yeah, who cares, so what? She said, but nobody knows you. And I went, really? She said, no. And then, of course, I started to talk more about it, think about it. When I was a child, my mother used to drive me, and she nagged me, actually, and say, never wash your dirty linen in public. Which meant, really, the message I got was keep everything secret. Don't talk about things that are dark or difficult. Well, that's not the world today. The world today, and I think it's better for it, talks about. Young people today can talk about their mental health issues, their struggles in life, you know, whatever we can all talk about things. They're more open. So I felt, you know, maybe now is the time, as I'm 76. I mean, who knows how long I'm going to last. You know, I'm on my way out, you know what I mean? I could maybe relate to some of my difficulties and some of the issues in my life in this book, as well as the amazing life I've had. But when you're famous, or if you're rich, if you look successful, on the outside, people think, well, you've got everything. But, you know, really and truly, we all have issues, we all have difficulties, we all have challenges, and those are not the things that fix it. So, I'm talking about everything, and it's been intense. I've had to go into therapy because when you've kept things down, they lodge in your body and you can't kind of just, you know, access them easily. You have to dig. So it's been very intense. And I talk about things that I have never spoken about before. Some real issues I've had in my life. And if that's helpful to someone, then I've done a good job, you know? But I also talk about the amazing life. And I'm going on tour. The book comes out the end of September. I go on tour the month of October. I'm going to have questions and answers. I'm going to film and video. I'm going to talk about the book, speak about issues in it, and I'm going to sing. I'm going to keep the music there too, because that's really what's led me to here. Why you're even interested in talking to me is because of the music in my life. And that's been an amazing healer. So I hope it's, you know, a good read.
But you'd said earlier this year it was going to be your last tour, and now you're going to do a bit of singing on this one.
I said, in fact, what I said was I'm not going to tour this way again.
Right.
And everybody, you know what most people heard? I'm retiring. I'm not going to sing again. I said, no, I didn't say that, you big ninny. I said, I'm not going to tour like that anymore. So this is a sort of talking, singing. It's a different, I've never done it before, and I'm a little bit nervous about it. I'm nervous about the book. I'm nervous, you know, I'm in anticipation that it will be received okay, you know, that people, my most important thing is that people will relate to it and maybe get something from it, you know, that helps them, like, oh, she did that, or maybe I could do that, you know, oh, I hear, oh, she did that, so I'm not the only one, because I used to feel very much alone in my anxiety. So, and of course this walk is a walk down memory lane. The walk I'm doing to initiate my charity, and if you want to, you know, offer any money, you know, it will go to really good causes to help people find the right therapists, the right counselor, the right help for whatever the issue is. It's a walk down memory lane. I start at the school where I filmed, To Sir With Love, and I finish where I recorded Shout at my record company. We all have to do the same stuff. And that's, I think, one of the important things I would say about my book. I hope it's relatable.
You were saying it's all stuff you've never spoken about before. Was that harder to deal with at the time because you're presenting this Lulu the pop star image and you've got all these other things?
You're going to have to read the book. You'll get it. But you've kind of got a piece of it, yeah. I always, because my mother would say, it doesn't cost anything to smile. And that face of yours, when I would go into my resting face as a child, she says, that face will get you murdered one of these days. So I was constantly going, hello, 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 and often feel like my training.
I know people have spoken about Eurovision and you didn't watch it. How do you think you would have fared in Eurovision now? Do you think it's changed?
I think as an old codger, I don't know that I would fare very well in Eurovision these days. I think it's all about young people. You've got to hand it to young people. But I think it's very political, and we struggle. We always struggle. What can I say? But never give up. That's what I say to those 3 lovely girls. Don't give up. Keep going.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank